SeatGeek. For all your ticketed events, from sporting to concert outings, SeatGeek has you covered. They even conveniently color-coded each ticket on their website from amazing to worst, so you can easily know which are the best deals. SeatGeek, the smart way to buy. Save $20 off your next ticket purchase with the promo code. Hey, everybody, I'm your host, Grande Got the also known as the Big Cat. My cool cat, put your paws up! If you rock with the Big Cat today, we're going to do the second episode of the series called Carolina Panthers Next Head Coach. And today, our next head coach is my man, Kevin Stefanski from Minnesota Vikings. We'll talk about it. But first, one quick question before we get started. Do you love the Carolina Panthers? Like I love the Carolina Panthers? Yes, I know. Maybe sometimes only during the playoffs. Do you like Carolina Panthers? Like I love the Carolina Panthers? If you don't, give it a dab. Man, oh man. Let me tell you why I have a change of heart for our next coach. Let's get into it.
That boy is good.
Before we get started, make sure you subscribe. Click the notification bell so you don't miss a video. Wow. The Big Cat has had a change of heart. Shout out to God of Blackness. Yes, the cool cat out there. He put a bug in my ear about Kevin Stefanski a while ago, and I kind of glazed at him, and then I went back and said, you know what, let's do some hard research on him. And wow, what I found, I'm in love. I'm in heaven. This is a match made in heaven. Now, Lincoln Riley, he's the perfect fit for Cam Newton because his system is predicated on mobility when it comes to the quarterback spot. Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, and now Jalen Hurts. If we're looking for a universal system, regardless of Cam Newton, Kyle Allen, or whoever it may be in the future, this guy right here is balanced. He is the son of vice president for the Detroit Pistons, so he has a good pedigree. Also, he has a good coaching pedigree coming from Brad Childress' offense when he was with the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, let me tell you why this guy plays no joke. I mean, he plays no game, man. They run the 21 personnel package, which is 2 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 2 backs. They're first at that personnel. Now, the reason why this is important is you don't see a lot of receivers on this field, okay? 2 receivers, 1 tight end, 2 backs. That goes good, especially when you got a lot of depth in your backfield, i.e. Bonifant, i.e. Scarlett, i.e. Holyfield. 2 back personnel, like it. He also runs 22 personnel, which is 1 receiver, 1 tight end, 2 backs. Again, that goes good for what we have on our depth chart. And he's last in the NFL. Check this out. He's last in the NFL when it comes to running an 11 package, which is 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Wow. You mean to tell me this guy has the 26 points per game, 8th in NFL when it comes to yards per game, 376, 239.9 yards a game in passing, which is 13th, and he has the 6th best rushing attack, but he is last when it comes to 3 receiver sets. That goes to prove you it's not always about having a bunch of receivers out there to get yardage, and he does the damn thing. I'm telling you, when I show you this film, you're going to fall in love. He has to be our head coach. Soon as the season over with, Tepper, I get why you want to be first in line for this guy. Also, when it comes to their offense, no other team in the NFL runs more play action than Minnesota Vikings. No other team in the NFL holds the ball longer. Yeah, and essentially they wear you down. Let me tell you something about my man Kevin Stefanski. If I had to go with a guy who's how can I say it? A guy who's like a catfish. He catfishes your defense. He shows you one thing, but then he gives you another. Yeah! This guy is Legit, man. No joke. Also, when it comes to being under center, it's not, listen, a lot of teams, they go to this hybrid shotgun formation, and I get it because the game is evolving and you want to spread people out. But no other team in the NFL is under center more than the Minnesota Vikings. And also, no other team runs the ball more than other than the 49ers than this Minnesota Vikings. Well-balanced coach. I mean, he catfishes your defense, and he's just a sound, fundamental coach. We got to have him. Let me show you why on this tape.
Winning.
So before I get into this tape, let me go back just a second. I want to speak to the kind of a guy that he is. I want to speak to his character. It's not always about X's and O's. This guy came in from Philadelphia a while back, took over as assistant, a quarterback's coach, and now he's the man, right? When it comes to offensive play calling. They brought in Gary Kubiak. Yeah, a guy who's been around for a while and knows his stuff as well as a consultant, as an advisor to him. Now, if you don't know, a lot of people will get offended when you bring in somebody. Why do I need an advisor for? You tell me I can't do my job, but a humble man. A man that was humble, accepted the role, and great minds come together and make great play calling. So if we were to get this guy, we have to have Kubiak with him. Because listen, when you have a good staff, when I'm deficient in one area, he picks up in the other area. So let's get this package deal going. Tepper, I know we can't talk to him now because we don't want to get no Tepper in charge, but get one of your buddies to put a bug in his ear. You ain't got to do it directly. Nah, I'm just playing. Also, he has Kirk Cousins looking like a MVP out this hole, huh? My man has 23 touchdowns against 4 interceptions. So, again, say what you want to say. And if you guys are worried about, man, we're going to be pretty much a running offense because they don't run 11 personnel like everybody else. 3 receiver sets. They stay in 2 receiver sets and they stay in 1 receiver sets with double backs. That's good. But check this out. Guess what? Their leading receiver has 50 catches. Their second leading receiver is a running back. Do you know his name? Dalvin Cook. So that bodes over well. So Christian McCaffrey touches won't go down, and he's still going to get a lot of touches in the running game and in the passing game as well. So no need to worry. And guess what? Guess who's third when it comes to receiving yards? Their tight end. I'm telling you, this offense right here, they use tight ends a lot. They use the running backs a lot. They use dual running backs, and they use the play action. They use the boot a lot. I'm telling you, I'm so excited. Please forgive me, man, for being like this. But Lincoln Riley is a great coach. You know what I mean? I like him too, but like I said, that's more so of a mobile kind of offense for a mobile quarterback. This is a universal offense.
Stick around.
So this first play on your screen, what you're going to see is that he has established offensive line play. Again, when it comes to any offense, it starts with your offensive line. They had worked on it with John DeFilippo, the prior offensive coordinator, before they let him go. So, yeah, this is some of his product finally coming to fruition. And then there's also Kevin Stefanski capitalizing on that. If you look on the play right here, look at what the backside does. The backside is in charge of cutting these guys on Atlanta Trashkins. They cut those guys on the backside. And look at the play side right here. You'll see the guard is able to get up to the next level. When the guard is able to get to the next level, and then the front side, the play side, holds their own, now you create alleys. And when you got Dalvin Cook, a guy who is explosive, electric, you make you take advantage of these kind of holes. Again, remember I told you he's a Jekyll and Hyde kind of guy? He's a, not a Jekyll and Hyde, he's a catfish kind of guy. He's baiting this team right here. He's baiting them to see a wide 9 stretch, and guess what happens? They get big yardage off of it. So what do you think the next time happens when they see this similar formation? This defense is going to be expecting the same kind of run. So again, I'm going to show you on the next play what happens. But look how this offensive line, and look how he has those guys lined up, ready to go. And everybody does their job, backside to play side, and you're able to allow the guard to get up, take a linebacker away, and create alleys.
Message.
So on this next play right here, what you're going to see is they're going to try to run, again, a zone stretch or appear to be, right? Only difference is they have a fullback in right here. And because they had so much success at running the outside zone, now the Atlanta Trashkins, they're biting up. Now all their free-flowing defense, they got eye candy. Everybody has eye candy because they don't want to give up another 30, 40-yard run. And guess what happened? Kevin Stefanski takes advantage of that. He boosts out the back door, fakes the play action to the running back, and next thing you know, you have a wide receiver one-on-one down the field. Beautiful shot. This is called scheming. Okay, when you see a defense is susceptible to something, you can also take advantage of it later in the game. You store it away. I think with our offense at times, I think we try to do too much. Sometimes keeping it simple is better. You can come out in the same formation 2 or 3 times, but run 2 or 3 different plays. And that's something I showed you on the last film with Lincoln Riley that does real good. So again, he takes advantage of what your defense is lacking, far as discipline to stay and make sure to hold the backside. And he makes you pay for it.
You're going to learn today.
So to reiterate again, I want to say the reason why I love this coach is the 2-back system. If you got depth at the running back spot, this guy's going to make all of your guys get at least a couple touches right here. If you look up on your screen right here, they're running the boot right here with 2-man route combination. Like I said, you got Dalvin Cook as the main back. You got Amir Abdullah as the X-back or the Z-back, whatever you want to call him. And what they're going to do is they're going to boot out the back door. And then they're going to take Amir Abdullah and they're going to release him to the flat. Now, when they release him to the flat, he automatically draws 2 defenders, okay? So you got 2 defenders on one back, and then on the other side of the play, what you have is a receiver who's crossing the field. Now, when this receiver crosses the field, the safety up top bites on it as well, and the safety at the bottom is biting on the flat. So you essentially got 5 guys out of position on this play. Everybody's thinking this play is going to the right, whether it be via a pass to Dula or a pass to the receiver. And guess what happens? He takes it right out the back door. Play calling. Again, when you have when you bootleg before, and guess what? They roll out to the right and either they keep it or either they throw it. You're expecting that. He's training you. He's catfishing you. He's a baiter. This guy's the bait master. Now, not only is it a bootleg or fake bootleg, it's a screen. It's a throwback screen. So, beautiful play when you got your offensive lineman in front, you're leading down the field. And again, when you got an electric running back in Dalvin Cook, he's going to make plays. These are the kind of things that I can see him doing with Christian McCaffrey. Plays like this, Christian, please go to Tepper. Please go to Hurney. Get this guy in here. This guy can make you look like, whoo, you already a superstar, but he probably can make you look like a Hall of Famer from jump. You know, okay? So, again, this is a credit to his scheming. Taking an advantage of your undiscipline. He tests you, okay? They don't ran this play before, and they don't throw it before to the flat. So he baits you, and this is what he does well. This is the reason why you can run a 22 personnel, or you can run a 21 personnel, which is only 2 receivers, and the 22 personnel is only 1 receiver and 1 tight end, with 2 backs, and still be 13th in passing. Wow, I gotta have this guy.
The fuck is he talking about?
So to show you his greatness again when it comes to scheming, if you look on your screen right here, what you see is a 3rd down and 1 formation. Now they're gonna put a receiver in motion. That's the little wrinkle, okay? Now everybody knows on 3rd and 1, more than likely he's either going to that running back or to that fullback, but that wide receiver is just a wrinkle. So they give it off right here, and he gets a good helping of yards. Now the very next play, now he baited you in. I remember I told you this guy's a catfisher. He baits you, okay? I'm pretty sure he's a hell of a fisherman up in the Great Lakes anyway in Minnesota. But if you look right here on your screen, the very next play, guess what he does? He turns around, lines up in the same formation. And guess what you're thinking? You're thinking, okay, they gave it to the fullback the first go around, so now they're probably going to give it to the running back up the middle. Well, you're right. They did give it to the running back, but it wasn't up the middle. It was out of a toss. And again, if you're asking me to take my defensive end against my fast-ass running back, I'm saying my running back's going to beat that. And that's exactly what Dalvin Cook does, okay? So take advantage of scheming. Take advantage of eye discipline. Take advantage of tendencies. This is why I think this guy has to be the brightest and probably the most hottest offensive coordinator out of the NFL ranks coming out. We got to have him, man. He's so prolific, so dynamic. He can use all the backs, and he also uses his tight end, which I'll show you here shortly. Help! So once more, let me show you why this guy is gonna get a big ass paycheck. I'm sorry, man. I'm glowing when I talk about this guy. Look at this. Look on your screen. They're lined up with 3 tight ends. Everybody knows you can't do nothing with 3 tight ends but run the ball, right? All you can do is run the ball, and that's what they do on this play. Yeah, they run it. Dalvin Cook gets a hard 5 yards. Yeah. Again, it's kind of like he's filling you out. He's filling you out. He's like, okay, let me see how they react to this. And again, like I said, when you see 3 tight ends, you automatically put your knuckles down in that dirt, and you say, okay, those guys are come run at me. So the very next play, guess what they do? This time they motion over a wide receiver to the near side of the field, and they show like it's a play action, and they go. Jesus Christ, this guy's a fucking genius. Listen, man. Look, man. I could just stop the tape right here, man. The way he picks up on your tendencies, the way he puts out filler. This was a filler move, okay? Again, you've seen 2 back-to-back plays that I showed you on 2 different occasions where he's literally filling the defense out, or he's checking out your eye discipline, and he makes you pay for it, man. Could you imagine the unlimited possibilities? Who would ever thought a 2-back personnel or a 2 wide receiver personnel could be so dynamic, so prolific, man? Anything's possible. I think like I said before, our offense has become stale, or they try to do too much, you know what I mean, with a bunch of reverses and all that shit like that. Sometimes keeping it simple and just playing off of people's undiscipline is enough if you know what you're doing. So kudos to this guy.
Is you dumb?
Last clip, y'all. I promise this is the last clip. I gotta show you one more time, man. Let's go back to the clip right here. If you look at it, I want you to pay attention to something. Again, they got a guy going in motion across the screen, faking the boot, and guess what happens this time? Go straight up the middle. So guess what you think he's gonna do on the very next play? Look at that defense. Just look at the everybody's getting sucked in. And guess what happens? You allow that guy who went in motion, he comes across the field, he makes a big play. You get that yak run at the catch, man. Listen, he's a filler. I'm gonna say it again. He's a hell of a coach. He's a baiter. He plays off your undisciplined. This guy has to be in Carolina, y'all. I'm sorry, Lincoln Riley. Like I said, he's a perfect fit for Cam Newton because, like I said, he's a mobile kind of offensive coach. But when it comes to this guy, he's a well-read, well-balanced Tennessee kind of guy. Analytics, comes from a good pedigree. My man Brad Childress, when he was with the Philadelphia Eagles as the head coach, man, we got to have him. Good pedigree, good guy. I don't know what else to say. I just don't know. If you're not convinced this is our next head coach or he should be our next head coach, I don't know. I had to change of heart. I love Lincoln, but I got to change of heart. Y'all, I'm your host, brother. Got to also know the big cat. Rock with the big cat. Tell me what you think. If you're not impressed, then I don't know, man. Thank you for tuning in for another episode of Carolina Panthers next head coach. We'll be doing another one coming up here shortly. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Pause up. Make sure you tune into the podcast, Google FM, Anchor FM, and the rest of wherever we are. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, @Pound_TV, your Facebook, Twitter, everywhere. Don't forget to subscribe to the Carolina Panthers custom helmet giveaway video in the playlist. Once we hit 5,000 subscribers, I'll be giving away free a $300 retail value Marvel's Avenger Carolina Panthers helmet. Keep pounding.